for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos.
26, Denver Broncos.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. Off we go from Denver. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by their quarterback, the veteran out of Auburn. It is Jarrett Stidham.
You know, as crazy as it sounds, Mike, it's just so funny how things can change in the NFL. There was a time not too long ago where Jarrett Stidham was viewed potentially as the heir apparent to Tom Brady in New England. Now, we all know that certainly didn't work out that way, but he is a smart quarterback, and he will give his team a legitimate chance to win as long as he does his part.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now it's Dobbins. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Broncos 7, Patriots nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Patriots first down.
That's good for a...
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Henderson, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Open man, Demario Douglas. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
13 yards. First down, New England.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, picked off by P.J. Lott.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Broncos offense ready now for their second drive. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Broncos.
And the Broncos.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll go play action here with Stidham. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
21 more yards.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Finding space at the 15. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
21 more yards.
They get 21 on that one. First down, Broncos.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
A run with Dobbins. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. They're trying to punch it in with Harvey. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Force third down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jarrett Stidham. Touchdown, Denver.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, first and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he will score. Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Patriots 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter, and they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too. Stidham going to throw on first down. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here's Stidham. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short. Here's Stidham. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is May. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will have a Patriots 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he will score! Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, Patriots.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The extra point now for Borregales. He knocks it through. And the Pats are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Patriots 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Stidham to throw on 2nd down. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
At the Broncos' 42-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henderson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
We are through 1. 17-14 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They have it. 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw now, May. He'll locate his big target, Henry, over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New England.
At the 16-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. It's second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throwing on second down. May. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now here's second and goal. Stevenson, and nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
This one complete to Sutton. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ran a shotgun. It's Stidham. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the bootleg, it's Stidham. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Draw play here for Harvey. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now it's Dobbins. Good blocking to the 15. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Christian Barmore getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stidham. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut the deficit down to 1.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is May. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Henderson. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll run on 1st down with Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. A run, and this is Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That catch puts them over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. On the ground, here is Henderson. Patriots are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
It's a gain of 11.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Stidham to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Man in motion is Ingram. They'll go play action here with Stidham. He goes right back to Sutton. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A play fake. They'll throw with Stidham. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
2nd and 10. Stidham to the air once more. That's taken in by Franklin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Stidham. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. It's the tight end Henry in motion. May now on 1st and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, May, he'll get this out to Henderson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
To throw on first down is May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
3-yard pickup.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. Here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 32
A
yards.
big play at a critical juncture in this game. 32 yards.
1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Broncos 23.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Ran a shotgun. It's Stidham. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Stidham. Forced to his right, and he will give himself up at the end of that one. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stidham. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios and the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
To throw now, May. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Throwing on third down is May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. Off play action. Here's Stidham. Throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 43, here's second down and 5. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Man in motion is Ingram. Here's Dobbins. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, They do it for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Marvin Mims. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A 49-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Broncos will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is May. That's into the hands of Diggs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage. An injured Patriot, the training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's another Patriots first down. A gain of a yard. First down, Patriots.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Pats will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing is Stidham. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Stidham. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Broncos bringing out their punter, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9
yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll find Diggs working across the field. And he's in! Touchdown, New England. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Patriots will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Broncos 26.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now Stidham. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the
Shotgun
play.
draw,
It's
trying to
3rd
catch him off
and
guard
10.
here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Stidham. Moving outside the pocket, and we'll get a whistle, stoppage. An injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away.
The Broncos.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Play action. Here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
On the play.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here. Results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
On first down, they go back to Henderson, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
May to throw on second down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Dobbins into space inside the 40, still going, and they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way, 85 yards, touchdown Denver. Good looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 33.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. May gonna look to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
To throw on first down is May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, this is Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now an injury timeout, and it looks like it's Stephon Diggs who's having an issue. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Out to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. A gain there of 21. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 21 yards. And a Patriot first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 2nd down, it's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 3rd and long, here's May. That's Hooper open right side.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He'll give it to Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Ran a shotgun. It's Stidham. That's caught right side. It's Franklin.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
And now the punting unit will come on as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return is Jones. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is May. He'll look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion now.
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
loss of a yard.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Has completed to Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
17-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now it's second and 1. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and inches.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
That's another Patriots first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, New England.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. May gonna hold on to this one. And he'll take this one in. Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Borregales now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Pats will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 33.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. He's going to let this one go deep. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Now Mike Vrabel, none too happy with that last decision, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stidham. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Christian Barmore in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear there's...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Christian Barmore in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Throwing is Stidham. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Stidham. Got it into the hands of Mims. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. First and 10 now from the 36. A play fake. They'll throw with Stidham. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Draw play here for Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Stidham to throw. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is caught! Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Stidham leading the Broncos. He'll go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Gun, here's May. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Off the play fake, it's May. Open man, the tight end, Hooper. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, New England.
So often we see a team that's milking a two-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a two-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch lane.
He's got room to roam. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Patriots tack on one more to their lead.
Broncos 39.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stidham. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
To number 14, Cortland Sutton. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come already. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Come on, offense. Come on.
Now Stidham. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
To throw, it's Stidham. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run. Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack. There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May, who outs another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion, it's Diggs. 3rd and short, and here is May. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The stop by DJ Jones. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Stevenson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Riley Moss on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down. And
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So on 4th down, on comes the rookie, Andres Borregales, for the Patriots field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Dobbins. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Stidham. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Denver first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. There he goes, inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
Patriots 65, Broncos 46.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.